What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer and I'm back with a reaction video. Again, Xbox is having their live stream going on for Gamescom. I'm not watching the whole thing, I'm just stopping at certain points in the stream for things that interest me. And the next point looks to be Lives of P. And I know we got a gameplay yesterday thanks to IGN, and we got a new trailer, but I'm actually am interested to hear what the developers have to say. You know, I like to get into their mind and see what they want to do with this game or what they're trying to do with this game. And yeah, I'm excited. So enough of me talking. Let's get into it. Ooh, is that? No, I have it on HD. That's the stream. So yeah, that was the trailer we did see yesterday, which I'm okay with watching again. It was really, really good. But I am interested to hear what the
Hello,
developers
Charlie
have to
here
say.
with two of the brilliant and twisted minds from NeoWiz who created a game that's reimagined Pinocchio as a ruthless killing machine to cleanse a plague-infested world. Made by the studio behind beloved fantasy MMO Bless Unleashed and coming from a team of developers who worked on the absolutely awesome Monster Hunter world, I am super excited about this.
Really?
Please welcome G1 Choi and Jason Park. I told you they were twisted. It's
What
lovely
the?
to meet you, whoever's
Those are the
talking
masks
there.
from the extended trailer.
This is haunting. Truly haunting. Should we have a look and see if we can find the humans underneath? Yeah? Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm going to do the slow reveal. Here they are. Jason and Juwan. We have a joke now.
Hello, nice to meet you.
There they are. Amazing. They've joined us.
Okay.
Welcome. Now, when I think of Pinocchio, it doesn't quite look up to the trailer that we saw just now. So could you let us know where the idea of Pinocchio as a killing machine actually came from?
Our team is called off, and this is the first time we've developed a single-player console game. So we needed a way to get our name out there. In order to stick in the minds of the people, our strategy was to choose a subject that was very well known, but transform it into something completely original. We eventually chose the adventures of the Pinocchio, but there wasn't a quick decision. We first found
Oh,
what features
gameplay.
we wanted our Souls-like game to have. The first, don't ever reference dark fantasy or medieval themes. The second, the story shouldn't be childish and we should be able to enjoy it as an adult. And last, the game should be
I
full
knew
of
it. The lamp is
surprises
Jiminy.
and unforgettable characters. This is natural led us to Pinocchio because it matched the
I'm
conditions we
trying to listen
looked
to the
for.
developer, but I'm so distracted by the
I have
gameplay.
read Pinocchio when I was a child, but I was shocked when I read it again more carefully recently. The adventures of the Pinocchio is definitely not a story for children, but rather like an
Oh,
R-rated movie for
it's like I'm
adults.
trying to pay attention to him, but I can't because
We
I'm
are
too focused on the
planning to
gameplay.
take the fantastic source material and create our own original story. Totally free.
I bet it is. And now we're at Gamescom showing it off to the world.
Yeah. So when you brought up the initial idea of making a game based on the story of Pinocchio, honestly, I was not convinced at all. Yeah, I was thinking that Pinocchio is a story for just for kids, not sure for like soul-like games. However, even though I read Pinocchio story a long time ago, I remember it vaguely, so I went to bookstore, bought the book, and read it again. And what I've learned is that Pinocchio is not just a fairy tale. It's more like a reflection of human nature and filled with a lot of unique and attractive characters. That's when I realized we need some. This is something we have to do, revitalizing this amazing story as a game.
I think it sounds like I might need a reread of Pinocchio then. But until then, do you want to give us a bit of a deep dive of the story and the world that your Pinocchio inhabits?
know, Lies of P is based on the original story of Pinocchio, which is actually quite brutal. And while the main characters in Lies of P are from the Pinocchio, our game's story is completely different and filled with new events. For example, Lies of P takes place in the imaginary city of Krat, where petrification disease is spreading and causing a lot of conflict. And while you meet a lot of familiar characters from the Pinocchio,
I'm sorry, but his accent, I can't get everything he's saying.
remember, we introduced the Black Rabbit Brotherhood before, but I'd also like to tell you about Antonia, who appears at the beginning of the trailer. In the original story, Antonia is actually Antonio, Geppetto's friend. That is all I can leave it today, though. I will save the rest for the future.
I was going to say, I definitely don't remember these masks from my childhood. It's got to be said.
Yeah, so me too. My favorite is Black Rabbit Brotherhood. They're also in the original story. Poor Black Rabbit holding a coffin on their shoulders. They're in Lies of P. They're not just rabbit. They are brutal warriors. They are still carrying a coffin.
Damn, he said their names.
You into it. I really want to see how you guys survive when they're hunting you.
So, in order to go up against them, I have seen from the trailer so far that there are some ridiculous weapons, and you can even take some enemies to the wood shop with them, if I saw that correctly. So talk us through the combat we can expect from Lies of P, and how similar is it to the Souls-like games we've been seeing recently?
I can confidently say that Lies of P is full of a unique and one-of-a-kind battle system. And the first system I'd like to talk about is the weapon combination system. Weapons are divided into two parts, the blade and the handle, and can be combined in countless ways. Each blade and the handle have their own weight, motions, and special skills called flavor art.
Oh, okay.
So players are free to mix and match and create the perfect weapon for them. It should be fun to try out the more than 100 of possible combinations.
Wow.
That's cool.
The system in Lies of P is the Legion arm system, which you probably already saw on the main character's left arm.
Yep.
He has actually body of perfect, so it's possible to modify it with the parts and use the special skills. They are particularly flesh and dynamic and can also be strengthened. It'd be fun to choose the right Legion arm for the situation you are in.
Now, I had a chance to play it earlier, by the way, I'm just going to say, and it is so difficult. So I just want to let anyone know out there that this game is so difficult, you are going to absolutely love it. But to answer the elephant in the room, obviously the original Pinocchio game had a big emphasis on his nose growing with every single lie. So I have to ask, does this element of the Pinocchio story play into Lies of P at all?
Yeah. First of all, I think that lying is the most important aspect of the original story. And when you really think about it, humans are capable of lying, and that can also be proof of their humanity. This also means that we approach the concept of lying in a completely different way than the original. Think about it. Is there any more human than using lies to achieve something? We think that in order to become real human, one has to lie, and that is reflected in the game by players experiencing a variety of events by lying. The choices they make will also affect the ending. As for what this might do to his nose, I can spoil it for you. And you need to find it out for yourself. But I can guarantee you will not expect anything.
I tell you what, when the full game comes out then, the first thing I'm testing is the lying.
In the game you can lie if you'll be a human, but always remember, the Black Rabbit Brotherhood is always looking for a chance to put all liars into the coffin.
Right, okay, moving swiftly onwards from that then, there had to be a ton of people putting a lot of time into Lies of P to pull the strings, pun intended, to get a game like this off the ground. So can you talk about the development process, and were there any difficulties actually getting people to buy into this reimagining?
Actually, in Korea, the majority of games are online PC and mobile games. So there aren't many developers with expertise in single-player games for console.
Oh, okay.
So we did a
Oh, they're
lot of trial
Korean.
and error and made a lot of mistakes, but this was unavoidable. Despite these challenging circumstances, the fact that our team, not yeah, has a lot of developers who already had experience with the console game project was a major help. Yeah. Most of all, our team absolutely loves console games, so it was easy to get everyone on board with our visions for Lies of P. Yeah. I would like to give all the credit to our team members, and they are the reason why Lies of P could come this far. Yeah, and I'm really proud of our team.
And I'm sure they are so proud of you both sat here today representing the game as well. So shout out to you two in particular.
Yeah, it is the first time for us to make a single player game. We all have a lot of experiences on developing action games, but only limited to online games. At first, I was thinking that making single player games would be easier in terms of technical perspective, like no network sync issues, etc. But it didn't take long that I realized I underestimated. Yeah, our game needed a lot of features we haven't even imagined when we develop online games.
Okay.
We only have one playable character, which is easier to make because online games normally have more than 5.
Very true.
But this one playable character, I mean Pinocchio, requires, I guess, 10 times more animations than the online games.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Pinocchio uses a lot of different types of weapons, and each weapon requires total unique.
Oh my god, yes, tomorrow's they're like showing all these new bosses and shit. This is great.
Total unique set of animation. So I have to admit our initial plan was off in terms of estimating the cost of the animations.
Yeah.
So if you get our studio, and probably you can see our animated artists and combat designers yelling each other and arguing all the time. We are still in this chaos, but anyway, we are enjoying it, and definitely we will be better at planning it next time.
Well, I really appreciate that you brought the chaos to us here in Germany, but before we run out of time, I do want to give you the floor to share anything you want with everyone out there about Lies of P before its release.
Oh, so that was it.
We didn't expect the Lies of P to get this much interest and love from gamers. We really want to thank you all for
Hell yeah, guys. This looks
tremendous
awesome.
level of support. We'll do our absolute best, and are sure that you'll be mesmerized by the city of the crowds. Take care, and see you in the Xbox Game Pass next year.
Hell yeah!
They had to throw in that Xbox Game Pass.
Don't forget to visit our booth and play the demo. Enjoy it, and please share your experiences with us. Thank you for having us today, and enjoy Gamescom with Lies of P.
Guys, thanks again so much for joining
Ah.
me. But now, dancing
That was it. That
around
was
the
it.
pressure
That was it. All right, so that was basically the developer commentary or developer interview for Lies of P, and they did show new gameplay too. They showed a bunch of stuff actually. They showed the weapon system and broke it down that it's handles and blades, and you can swap them and it'll do different things. That's awesome. A bunch of different enemies, new locations. They showed the lying system, which I know if you visit the official website, they talk about that like they hinted that like you would have to like move between telling the truth or a lie. And yeah, oh god, it was really good. It was, again, I apologize, I don't mean to offend you or whoever, but it was a little bit hard following the developers talking because of their accent. It was a bit tough, and also it was hard when like gameplay would come up because I was so focused on the gameplay that I would completely not be able to catch what they were saying. But everything they said, I really liked, I really enjoyed. I'm rooting for these guys. They deserve all this attention because it looks like their game they're making really is gonna be fantastic, and I'm really pulling for them. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate any and all feedback. follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, take care and have a good game.